Right, troops, it's Astro Weeb here. I want to cover the planned cosplays that I want to do this year, and maybe in the and potential cosplays I want to do in the future once I gain better skills and more know-how. A couple of the ones I want to do this year are kind of more like jokey way. I like to do 5K runs, so I thought for fun I would start cosplaying during these 5K runs, and so most of these characters are based around um, fitness and also basically just running. So first of all, I want to do is the Team Fortress 2 Scout. I think it would be a bit stupid to do like random running with as the scout. It was a pain in the arse for me when I played against them when I used to play that game. The other one is the postman from Zelda. I just think it'd just be a bit funny. Again, just totally if other people doing 5K runs and then I just appear as the postman from Zelda. I don't think I would use the wear the sandals though, because it'd be really awkward to run in. So I would still be using my running shoes, just for better form. The other one is over Christmas. I watched The Running Man, the original Arnold Schwarzenegger 1987 one. I would actually like to recreate his Ben Richards uniform when he's out running. Um, what I would like to do that for is it would actually help me learn how to sew. Because I looked at some tutorials online, and some people they would say use a yellow bodysuit and then spray paint silver on it. I think maybe I could learn to sew random parts of the Adidas logo and the name and the silver markings on the costume. And again, I think that'd just be quite a cool thing to wear while I'm doing 5K runs for charity or just random stuff. Uh, Other ones I want to do is the one of the Vault Dwellers. Especially, I want to recreate my own Pip Boy as well. I want to learn more about how to do electronics because I'm more of a mechanical engineer and I have done some electronics for my uh, space projects that I do in the spare time, but I'm not that quite good at it. So I think doing something like as the Pip Boy, and I think the costume for the Vault Dwellers, could just buy one off the shelf or make bits and bobs of it. This one I've been thinking about for years is the Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. Uh, I have always wanted to do this one, and I don't know why I kept putting it off. Um, I just love the whole gimmick behind the mask, and you can actually make it quite look deranged if you want to do it. Again, that'll help me learn more about sewing. I don't have access to a 3D printer that's big enough to actually do the whole mask itself, so I found some online you can purchase and paint them yourself. I did have an idea to for the eyelets to make it like have LED lights so that if I was in a dark room, the eyes would light up. I'm trying to think of a way how I would actually incorporate that, and maybe that might be a future iteration. So I think the problem is a lot of these times with projects is we tend to want to do a lot more complicated stuff than we should do. So I'm thinking about just doing like a standard mask, then in future upgrade the mask or make a brand new one with LEDs. And I did have an idea in future. Um, I've also had this idea with the Majora's Mask as well, is to be a bit of like a nightlight in the apartment where the idea I have is like they would have lights on it or make a separate one. And the idea would be is the mask would be on a platform, and it would be a mechanism with an ultrasonic sensor at the front. So if someone walked past or near it, it would actually like the eyes would light up, and then it would start rocking at the same time. And I was thinking of like the stuff you have in maracas have something similar. The slight rock, it would start you start hearing like that like maracas sound as well, just to make it a bit more creepy as well. I wouldn't run in the majority the Skull Kid or the Vault Dweller because I think they'd be a bit unwieldy and awkward to run in. So for future cosplays as well, like once I get more experience, complete these ones and get more experience and confidence, there's quite a few cosplays I want to do in the future. Um, One of them is Wolverine. Wolverine has always been my favorite X Man and probably one of my favorite superheroes in Marvel. I'm kind of putting off at the moment because I'm kind of getting in bodybuilding and I kind of want to meet his figure as well. Obviously, I won't be as jacked as Hugh Jackman, but I kind of want to be more muscular and actually feel more confident in doing it. I also want to actually develop the mechanisms for his claws. And my idea would be that I could also actually individually activate them as well because I want to like do as Wolverine, just raise my middle finger as well sometimes for a laugh. The other ones I want to do is Adam Jensen from Deus Ex. Again, there's a lot of mechanisms I can design as well because a lot of his arms, like things open up and actuate, and also his hands extend. And I've got like some ideas how to make that look different with the actuator with the hands. So the one where he grabs the person's face and twists them around is like a lethal kill. And I think one way you could do it is basically wear a black long glove, like a really thin glove, and then just have the fingers like I got to wear some sort of like gauntlet where the fingers attack, like extend themselves. So that gives the illusion of like my hand completely detaching and reattaching. Uh, I would also would love to do Death Scythe from the Gundam Wing. Death Scythe and Duo were like my favorite. Duo the pilot. Death Scythe was my favorite Gundam, and I saw onto the robotics as well. I'm also interested in doing uh, Fulgor from Killer Instinct. I think it'd be a really cool concept to do, especially do more of the LED lights and actuating the blades. But I have like some sort of weird idea with Fulgor as well. Uh, One idea, that concept I had was basically have water channels inside the suit and inside the costume to actually make it, if someone touched me, it would be cold, so they wouldn't feel any body heat from me. I need to think a way how to actually insulate from the cold from my body temperature so that I'm not like freezing to death while I'm wearing it. But I think it'd be kind of cool to just feel as if it's an actual robot they're actually, if they ever touch me. The other one I would like to do is the Green Ranger from the Power Rangers. Tommy was my favourite Power Ranger. Uh, he's the best. I don't care what the other people say. The only Power Rangers I ever thought was useful was the OG. Yeah, I'm a Gen 1er of these kind of things. The Dragon Zord is the best Zord possible. But I could recreate the, I can't remember what one it was, but it was like someone showed me the Blue Ranger in a future one where it was like a Scottish Power Ranger which had the worst Scottish accent I've ever heard.
Black is the brooding bad boy. Green is the clown, and yellow, well, she's the girl. So what are you supposed to be?
I'm Scottish!
But maybe I could do a better one than that. The other one's the more extreme, more promising one is I'd like to do my own cyberpunk 2077 character, just based on the game, not an actual character on the game, or just like my OC, just like an original character, just based around having my own augments. Where basically I was thinking about you doing the mantis blades for the arms, and maybe uh, like the face of like Royce and his gang, like just the weird cybernetics in it. I think it'd be quite a cool thing to do. And I've seen some videos and images of people doing them, and it's actually quite ridiculous how people can actually make it look as if the augments are actually built right into their skin. I think it'd be quite a cool thing to do and learn how to do. And finally, I'm not sure if I could ever do this, is I would love to do the Crow or Sting, the wrestler, either or. And the reason why I said I wish I could, I can't really wear um, makeup or anything like our face paint. My face gets really itchy when I wear that, and I think it'd be a really poor look in conventions where I'm just sitting there like scratching my face off all the time. It's always happened when I was younger, and it's happened. I did theatre once and did an actual theatre show and wearing makeup just because I'm pasty. I'm like Casper the Ghost when it comes to my skin color. I'm so bloody white under the stage lights that I had to get like makeup to make my skin look darker, and it was the most awkward thing that I've ever felt. Um, Basically, trying to fight the urge not to scratch my face off with it. And finally, I would love to do the Xenomorph from Alien. I think that there's a lot of cool mechanisms to do, and I think it'd be quite a cool costume to actually pull off. Anyway, that was my cosplay ideas, what I'm doing now and in the future. So the Scottish word of the day is laldy, which means give it your all. It's more of a sign of encouragement. Something that I want to tell myself when I do this cosplay stuff is give it laldy.